Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion. Your host on, and welcome back to the Baseball Head. And we're gonna do a little play-by-play at the end of this Met game. So you're gonna have something a little bit different view. We're now in the bottom of the 8th inning. They're doing like a middle of a replay review here. The Met offense again did not show up in this game. No surprise. This is a better team than who they played this past weekend with the Marlins. And they scored 16 runs in the last two games against the Marlins. But the Marlins pitching is kaput with all their injuries. But this team has good pitching. I would mention that the umpiring, specifically behind the plate, has been terrible. Starlin Marte got thrown out of the game in the 4th inning for mildly, tepidly arguing balls and strikes. The umpire behind the plate is a disaster. But this Met offense, they only scored 1 run. They had plenty of chances in this game, so it's not a situation where they have been inept. It's this lack of scoring with men on base, which has plagued this team for quite frankly, the last 5 years from time to time. And it's obviously popped up this year again. Francisco Lindor showed up again. Led off the game. He really did nothing in this game in Cleveland. Did nothing. So him trying to get revenge on his former team, has not happened here. Oh, the Mets got the call. Look at that. He was thrown out. So thrown out at first base. It could have went either way. That's for sure. We got Jorge Lopez in the game now. Tyler Megill started in this game. Nothing special. I mean, he went 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, gave up 2 runs in the first inning. Nothing special. I mean, I don't think it's nothing to write home about. To be honest with you, to be in all fairness, there was nothing really to write home about with Tyler Megill. To be honest with you, Jorge Lopez is going against Andres Jimenez. He's at 273 this year. He's got 27 RBIs. Very good player. And I mean, to be honest with you, both teams made out pretty good in this deal from years ago. The Mets did okay with the Lindor and the Indians. I mean, the Guardians did well in this trade too. To be honest with you, nothing to, it wasn't like one side did not steal anything from the other side. The only thing is the 2 players, the 2 pitchers that were dealt in this trade years ago, they never made it to the major leagues, and Ahmed Rosario has gone on to other teams. Where is he now? He's with the Rays. He's with the Rays? He's with the Rays, that's right. Played with the Dodgers last year after getting traded for Noah Syndergaard, and now he's with the Tampa Bay Rays. Now as we continue on here, if you like this, hit the subscribe button. Now we got Jose Ramirez up. Is this guy like the ugliest mofo in baseball? He didn't look so bad today, but he's a weird-looking dude. He's not the all-time ugliest dude in Major League history. That moniker goes to Willie McGee. Remember Willie McGee, the former MVP, 1985 National? He shouldn't have won that National League MVP in 1985. Dwight Gooden should have won it. I think we can all agree on that one. Just because the guy won a batting title, drove 100 runs, Dwight Gooden had one of the great all-time years. He should have won the MVP along with his Cy Young Award. Clases and the bullpen warming up for the Guardians. I mean, the pitches by this umpire have been, the calls by this umpire have been so bad in this game. It's embarrassing. And I would mention the calls at first base and around really around the horn by all the umpires isn't something to write home about. They can have like a robot on every single base. When is that nonsense? When is that monkey crap going to stop? And I would mention, the umpiring is only going to get worse once they institute the robots to call the balls and strikes. I mean, they implemented the replays and all this stuff, and umpires can't get it right in the beginning. They can't get it right the first time around. Why bother improving your craft if you know that you're going to get overturned if you screw it up? 3-1 pitch, 3-2 pitch. Ramirez swung on a high fastball. Yeah, like Tyler Megill's pitching, he was okay. Nothing really special, really. I mean, 5 innings, 3 runs. It's all right, It's nothing really to write home about. At least he went 5 innings. Beyond that, nothing special. Popped up to the catcher, Narvaez. Only run the Mets scored in this game was by Tomas Nido. He's actually done an okay job since he come back to the majors. Wasn't sure if he was going to come back to the Mets. Now we're going to the top of the 9th inning. We'll see what kind of fight the Mets put up in the 9th inning. This is not a team that, at times, they had some fight in it, but then there are times they basically just sort of kind of lay down. It's not as bad in my view as last year. Because last year I just felt that everything just didn't work right. It didn't feel good. It wasn't a good situation with the Mets last year. This year is much more. I have a little more pep in them, a little more fight in them. That comes from the manager. But this group, needs to be much better than it is. But it is that the talent level just isn't there, quite frankly. The talent level is just not there yet. Hopefully the next couple of months, they'll start to improve the pitching. I think the pitching is going to get better. Tyler Stewart went to AAA. Blades Hidwell's in AAA. So you're starting to see some of these guys that we've been talking about, particularly on the Prospect Hut. And of course, please subscribe to Prospect Hut. I'll put the link in the description, and you can follow everything in there. But every Met prospect you can possibly imagine. I do the weeds when it comes to the Met prospects. At some point, I want to do a really deep dive on them when I have the time. But I was very concerned about this start, and now currently 4 games under 500, and a week away from Memorial Day, and they're not out of it. A game or 2 behind the last wild card spot. I can't imagine the Mets. I can't. The hell, Mr. Softy. The hell's Mr. Softy doing here? Yes, you never know what's going to happen here at the baseball. I don't know if you can hear Mr. Softy in the background. His music. So Manuel Clase, wow, he's got 13 saves already. Wow. Like I said yesterday, Mets don't have an all-star, folks. Closest the Mets have to an all-star is Brandon Nimmo. And that batting average is not great right now. It's .218, but he's got 29 RBIs. So in 23 and a third innings, he's got 24 strikeouts, 2 walks. That's a big deal. When your relievers don't walk anybody, you're going to have a chance to win. Okay, leading off the top of the 9th inning is J.D. Martinez, who's had really good at-bats, hit .316. Wow. I have a video on him and Pete Alonso. Not sure on this channel or the other channel. Probably tomorrow for you. He's hit really well. He's looked pretty good. He's probably a couple more bats away from going on a real home run tear. First pitch, foul off. Yeah, this has been a blah game, to be honest with you, for the Mets. Just sort of going up against a good pitching staff, going up against a good team. They made mistakes early in this game, obviously. This is what mediocre teams do. Next pitch, inside, fastball, 99 miles per hour. Clase has the most saves in baseball. He's tied with Clay Holmes, Kyle Finnegan, Ryan Helsley, and somebody else. They flashed the graphic up. Next pitch, foul off to the right side. It's now 1-2. Now, of course, in the meanwhile, like I said, please subscribe to the Baseball Hut. Hopefully you'll like me doing these reaction videos. You get to see. I hope they come back in this game. You never know. This might be a very long video for you. I don't know. This is the top of the 9th inning. They're on the road. There's no walk-offs for the Mets. Come back to Clase. 1 out. Hey. 1 out in the top of the 9th. Next up is Tyrone Taylor, who came in for Starling Marte, who, like I said, tepidly argued with the umpire on third strike call in the 4th inning. Tyrone Taylor's got a walk in this game. He's actually done a pretty good job, although he does not have a good arm. So to notice that in Miami's arm is not great. He has the pitch. Strike down the middle. Fastball, 100 miles per hour. Wow. This guy throws some gas, doesn't he? Wow. This is an all-star, that's for sure. Okay, here we know. Next pitch. Inside. 1-1. That was a strike. It wasn't a strike. It was a ball. And, of course, in the meanwhile, hit the subscribe button. Like this video. See what's going on here. Ball 2. Look at this. Look like a 99 mile per hour slider. He's got an ERA of 0.39 Emmanuel Clase. And that skunk Clay Holmes has no ERA. How does that happen? That guy's terrible. Popped up. And be caught by the right fielder. 2 outs. Well, Mets are putting up quite the fight here in the ninth inning against a very good reliever. They beat him last year, if you remember, at Citi Field. He really was kind of, sort of gassed when the Mets faced him. Now Brett Beatty, who had a critical bat, and he struck out 3 times in this game. He had a critical bat in the 6th inning. And he's terrible. I mean, the guy can't hit. His bat is slow. The reliever in the 6th inning, he came in and he got Beatty on an 0-2 pitch. He got ahead of him so quickly, and then the 3rd strike was way out of the strike zone up. Ball 1. Next pitch. Strike. Bad, borderline at best. Borderline strike at best by this umpire. This lousy umpire. You stink. Boo. Here's the next pitch. Ball 2. Outside. Yeah, Brett Beatty, I mean, he's done a good job defensively, but he just can't hit. His bat's just not fast enough. I'm sorry. It's just not fast enough. 2-1 pitch. Ground ball to first base. And the game is over. The Mets put up quite a fight here. Quite a fight here in the 9th inning. This is a very mediocre offense and a very mediocre everyday lineup. They're going to have to find themselves a third baseman at some point. And I said this. I've been saying this for months. That Brett Beatty is not the third baseman of the future here. The shortstop is just a mess. P. Alonso didn't do much in this game. Him not signing that contract will probably go down as the second worst, probably the worst decision that any Met player has made. The other one being Michael Conforto. So Tyler Megill's 0-2. He pitched better than he did his first start. But boy, nothing special, folks. Nothing special in this game by the Mets. Really. Nothing special by Tyler Megill and his start. Nothing to write home about. That's for damn sure. Well, the Mets, again, not much of an offense. They're going up against a good pitching staff. They're going up against a team that knows how to win. They do everything right. And right now, the Mets just treading water and starting to sink. But they're still in it. I don't think they're going to be pulling the plug anytime soon. We're still, a month and a half away from the trade deadline? Well, more now. I'm talking about almost 2 months. 2 months away from the trade deadline. So just going to have to tread water, and that's it. But I did say earlier in the video, I expect the Mets pitching to get better because guys will be here. Christian Scott will begin to improve, I would hope. They got to cut down on the walks, got to cut down on the mistakes with the pitching staff. But bringing in these younger guys, hopefully eventually, hopefully Blake Tidwell will be here. Hopefully Tyler Stewart will be here. Hopefully these guys will get here very quickly and contribute to this pitching staff. This offense, that's another story. Jeff McNeil did nothing in this game. You know, Harrison Bader, who's hit really well of late, he did nothing in this game. Really, this was really Tomas Nido hit a home run, and that was it. Once he hit that home run, that was about as much as you could possibly get out of this team. Well, you let me know what you think about this video. Adrian Hauser tomorrow will be going for the Mets. God help us. Against Carlos Carrasco. You know, and I know, folks, that Carlos Carrasco is going to have his best game tomorrow. And then everybody will say, hey, he's getting revenge on the Mets. I mean, he's pitched terribly this year. Got ERA over 5. He's getting close to being sent out of here permanently, I would think. But because the Guardians have played so well, they're not ready to pull the cord on him. Because they have a lot of loyalty to him and love to him. Well, thank you for watching. Hope you like this reaction video to another Mets loss. The last reaction video was a Mets win. Hopefully the next video that I do like this will be a reaction to a Mets win. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.